Good morning to you and welcome to Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority. I'm super elated to have you join me today, and I'll be doing this alone. My colleague is not around, but I will not disappoint you. As usual, I'll be making your screen colorful. We'll be dishing delicious delight to make your weekend an enjoyable one with so many of our segments, like we'll be going on the streets to sample people's opinion about the prices of food during this season. Is a harvest season. How affordable is the cost of food commodities? And also we'll be having our weekly mirror segment, whereby we'll be mirroring the same cost of food products, and we want to know if it's going up or is coming down. And of course, let's see if this season is favorable to our farmers. We have a special guest in the house. You get to meet him later on if you promise to stay glued to your TV set. And not forgetting the entertainment segment by Adeni Adejuigbe. He's ready for you. He has packaged a lot of interesting things that is happening in the entertainment world. Of course, not forgetting the sports segment. Sport brings the world together, and I know we have lots of sport lovers out there who is waiting to see what went down during the week. This and many more you get to see on the show. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Our first port of call is to sample people's opinion. How much do they sell yam? How much do they sell rice, gari, and so on and so forth in your area? Let's hear what people have to say.
Under normal condition, rainy season like this, we expect price of goods and commodities to come down. But to my surprise, even vegetables that we can easily get from backyard, even in those days, vegetable you get it at 200 naira, 500 naira. To my amazement, when you get to the market now, they put out price on everything. But I begin to ask, is it this kind of inflation? Is it self-caused inflation or government factor? But farmers on their part, they have their own role to play in regards to this. Government too, they have role to play, because when there is no price control in our economy or society at large, we lack price control. Government should have a kind of team that have control measures over price of goods and commodities. At the same time, agricultural, price of fertilizers and other things that farmers make use of should be reduced. Because, for example, now if I'm into maize planting and I need fertilizer and the cost of fertilizer is higher, so you expecting me to put more money on the products at the end of the day. There's our people too. We should not be greedy. If you make profit, if you buy something at the rate of 10 naira and you are able to get profit of like maybe 2 naira or 3 naira, you should be okay with it. But our people, they want to get double gain, which is bad.
We are in harvest season and there are bountiful harvests everywhere. But I believe the retailers are the cause of this high cost of living. One, well, we can still look at the means of transportation. The roads are not safe. The farmers are really not going to farm because of the herdsmen and all that. But all in all, largely, all in all, apart from the headers crisis or the insecurity in the country, the retailers are also largely responsible because of greed.
And about the issue of foodstuff in this Nigeria, I can say everything is not about farmer alone, because farmer will sell, they will sell their own normal price, but due to the fuel issue on ground, it's not possible. Okay, I have yam now, I sell my yam to someone like 100,000, and the person that wants to pack the yam to another state, fuel money will be there to pack the yam, and they will surely put their own maybe 100,000 when they want to set their own with their interest, with through of packing load, everything. They will sell it 200,000. They will surely gain. They cannot short. That is what I can say about that. It's not only yam. We have vegetable. We have pepper. Now we have this pepper season here right now, but pepper is still cost 500. 500. If I can count it, it will not more than, let me say, more than 20 or 30. But everything is just cost in this Nigeria, and we are begging the government to help us. To my view now is about 4. To help us to reduce the 4 back.
Let me just say number 1, I will say the insecurity. The insecurity in Nigeria now has driven people away from their locality, from their farmland, and displaced all over the country. And these are the people that are mainly on agriculture that are feeding us. So if you look at that as a major factor, you discover that the prices of foods are not coming down because of that. Then look at also the transportation costs, which I will hinge on of the subsidy that was removed on the transportation also. Places that ordinarily before they charge maybe 200 naira or 300 naira to come to the market, they are paying more. Recently, somebody was asking the chairman of what is it called, the drivers union, that why prices of transportation high. The first thing the man said was the prices of parts of the part of the car parts is expensive. So, and because they also want to meet up with that, they need to gear up to overload their car. So you see, all these factors has caused a lot of issues where you see the prices of goods, foodstuffs are not coming down because everybody wants to make gain.
Iṣu yẹ kó ti jáde, àwọn bí ìgbá, àwọn bí èrè oko, bí vegetables, ó yẹ kó pọ̀ báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́mi rò ní pé owó mọ́tò is another thing. Economy wa, because ibi tí wọ́n ti ń kó wá ọ̀nà ò dá, wọ́n á sọ fún yín pé ọ̀nà ò dá, then owó mọ́tò too high, wọ́n á lè po wọ́n. So àwọn nǹkan tí mo fi pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ kí nǹkan wọ́n. Àwọn eréko wọ̀nyẹn, àwọn villages wọ̀nyẹn tó bá ṣe àwọn ọ̀nà wọ̀nyẹn, ṣe understand tọ́nà débẹ̀ tí mọ́tò wà tó ibẹ̀ wà accessible, kò ní sí pé wọ́n ń gbé owó lérí nǹkan oko.
Àwọn àgbẹ̀ ń ta tún wọn bí normal, àwọn tó bá ń tura. So àwọn àgbẹ̀ sì lè kọ sọ́jà kan sọ pé 2,000 àbí 3,000, wọ́n á dẹ̀ dé ọjà wá ní 5,000, 8,000. So àwọn àgbẹ̀ ń ta tún wọn normal price. So àwọn tó ń tura ló máa ń àwọn lágbé tí wọ́n lé.
The major currency unit is the naira, while the minor unit is the kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the naira at events. Stop stepping on the naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the naira. Handling the naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the naira. Love the naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the naira.
Have you?
All right, so that was people's view from the streets. You know, they mentioned so many things, ranging from the price of fuel and you know, transportation from the farm to the final destination. And somebody mentioned that the retailers also should not be greedy. You know, when we are blaming the government, we should also check ourselves. Most people are now farmers. Most people go to farm these days. So we should try to consider each other when we are selling. You know, the farmers go through a lot, buying chemicals and the rest. But are they really gaining? or is it the retailers that are really gaining? You know, this is not my opinion. I have a special guest on the Weekly Mirror who get to balance everything, because objectivity is our watchword. So I'm privileged to have with me today the chairman of Ondo State Commodity and Agricultural Association. He's no one but Chief Abiodun Adejo. It's good to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So chairman of Osaka is here, you know, to also talk about the cost of farm products in Nigeria during this harvest season. And also we'll be looking at the challenges that farmers face, the causes, and the possible solution to all these problems. That is why we are here. So if you want to know why the food products are going higher, or maybe at the level which you buy it, just stay glued to your TV set, because you'll be learning from what we'll be saying today. So sir, you're welcome to Dynamic Diets.
Thank you very much. Like what you said, my name is Chief Abiodun Adejo, the daughter of Akure. I'm a farmer. I'm the chairman of Abis Farms Limited, and I'm the chairman of Osaka, an affiliate of FACAN, that is the Federation of Agricultural Commodity Association of Nigeria. And when we look at agriculture, we in Osaka, let me let you know what we do. We in Osaka, we are aggregated farmers, the real farmers, not we are not talking about portfolio farmers now. We are talking about those that really we can really talk about and see their farms and that cultivation and everything. So these farmers are directly involved in farming activities, and they have their farms, and they are affected by this whatever people are saying about farming problem, security, road, and all that is also there. But we don't stop as an association just to start sitting down and be crying about what is done, what is not done. Why we try as much as possible to make sure that we enlighten our farmers, to train them in modern technologies, to enlighten them on how to plant and make more produce, at least, and to increase the quality of whatever they produce, so that they will be able to go to the market, not only Nigerian market, even international market. This is exporting part of our goods. This is what we are doing as an association, to make sure that our people are able to go back to the farm. Because if we look at the enormous problems that people have been saying, that it is obvious to everybody, no farmer will go back to the farm. But because of this, our continuous enlightenment of our people, to let them know that, look, you can still, with 1 hectare of land where you are making 1 ton of maize, you can still make 3 tons, you can make 4 tons, you can still work on the same land and make more. And then land is not expanding. It is the population that is increasing. So definitely, we are trying to see and tell our people how to manage the expanse of land they have, so that they don't continuously expand and then creating desertification. I don't know.
Desertification.
You know, we farmers, we don't go to too much of school. But nevertheless, what I'm saying, at least you understand me, that look, we just to make sure that our farmers at least able to maximize the expanse of land they have and to make enough produce. But when you come to the issue of that is on the side of the farmers and the association, we are trying as much as possible to make sure that our farmers are well enlightened and able to do more and to increase the quality of their produce, not to produce as before. Then we are looking at the government. People will say government should help us here, government should help us here.
We're actually coming to that. So let me ask you about this, your association.
Yes.
Is it all farmers that belong to your association?
You see, an association is a voluntary thing. You cannot expect everybody to be in one association. There are many associations that are springing up here and there, but the Ondo State, the recognized farmers association by the government is Osaka, because it's Ondo State Agricultural Commodity Association. So if you have your association, in the real sense of it, all association, all commodity association in Ondo State supposed to be under the umbrella of Osaka.
Yes.
We will be able to benefit from what I have just enumerated before. That is training, and then be able to relate directly with the government and be able to tell the government our feelings and what we want the government to do for us. That we go to the grassroots of the farmers. That is the real people who are really doing this job. Because we have a lot of associations, like you rightly said, that are performing very well in Ondo State. But the majority that are just going about carrying portfolio also are available. And they are going there to make sure, before you know it, you know, farmers that is in this farm, if you ask farmers to come, we want to have a meeting in the government tomorrow, the majority of them will not be able to come. We have to give them time, because for them to prepare and come to town to come and sit with the government. But the portfolio farmers are always available. You will see them in their quantum. They are seated, they are ready, the place will be jam-packed with all these people who do not really, they are not really on the ground, so to farm. So, but we are still managing them. And it's a challenge, and we are trying to make sure that the government is able to look at it and try to put their torchlight on where they can get direct and information from the farmers, and that can assist the government to progress. Because if any government that cannot feed its people is supposed not to exist.
So now let's look at the cost of farm product. Like you said, you can, due to your association, you are able to maneuver all the challenges. You understand, to make things easy. But we are in an agrarian community, and things should be better here than maybe other places that don't have better weather, like the place we are in right now. So we expect food to be cheaper. We expect food to be. So what's the cost of all this?
You are asking a question that is generic with Nigerian system, but we in Ondo State, like you said, we have all that it takes for us to be able to feed the whole Nigeria. God has given us everything that is possible. The only thing is that Yoruba has an adage. He say, "Atete or there is no way you alone can carry this table and put it on your head with only one hand. It's not possible." Everybody, if we are saying, like I told you, we are encouraging the farmers to go to the farm. We are encouraging them to do a lot of, we are training them. About 3 days ago, we have training on dry season farming. Which
is practiced in the northern part of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Irrigation.
We were able to train our people. We are telling our people, we do a lot of sensitization to make sure that the farmers go back to the farm. But what is remaining is government support. The point of, like you are saying now, we want to do dry season farming. Recently, flood took away about 50 hectares of our rice farm in Ondo State. And this is not in the riverine area. It is over here in Ogbese, in Akoko, this place. We have all this, we are having these challenges. But if we have irrigation system, the flood will be to our advantage at the end of the day, because you don't need to farm at the base of the river. You will have to move backward, so that when the flood comes, you are able to pump more water and you'll be able to farm more. You'll be able to go further and get your farm irrigated, and your produce will be adequate. So we do that, like now, if you want to go for irrigation, there's no single farmer, no company can, no, it's difficult, don't let me say it's impossible. It is very difficult for a farmer to say, okay, I want to irrigate 20 hectares of land. It is not it's not a small project. But if government, like I tell you now, we are doing sensitization in many forms. At least we are telling our farmers now to cluster themselves. Those people in Ogbese, we have more than 50 farmers that cluster there planting rice. Okay. If you go to Adofure here, we have our clusters of our farmers that cluster themselves doing big farming. We are trying to get our farmers together to let them say, okay, go and cluster yourself, so that when we tell the government, they will be, the facility they will bring will be able to go to generality of people. It will not be to one person or to one company. At least more people we are assessing, and our farmers are imbibing in this one. But is it forthcoming? We are waiting for the government. This government of Dr. Lucky Orimisa Idatiwa, definitely, sincerely speaking, I've spoken with him, I've spoken with the governor and his agency more than 2 or 3 times, and I see that they are very poised to assist farmers, to assist agriculture in Ondo State. But now that he has just come with his commissioners, I hope all the his promises will be translated to action.
Okay, so let's look at the efforts that farmers make. You know, like you say, some of them don't even come to town. They don't know what is happening around. It's the portfolio ones that are always everywhere. So they make so much efforts. They buy chemicals, they treat their, and some people go to the farm and buy these products and go to the market. They sell at any price they wish to sell. It doesn't happen in some community. I will sell at any price. Last year on Nta Akure, he had to order the market people to sell at certain prices because the greed was too much. There is hunger in the land. Is it somebody that have not eaten that want to export? So is there any regulatory body that is guiding against all this greed, that is frustrating, you know, the effort of the farmer in the farm, and you bring it to the market and you start selling at any price? Is there any body that regulates?
You see, there you have you mentioned just a king. In the real sense of it, that is just a palliative, like I will say. It's not a policy.
Okay.
The policy should be there. The government is the only accredited arm that can put up a policy that is sustainable, that can enduring, and can serve the people, generality of the people, not a section. Okay, like now, okay, only of Ife is just in Ife. Yes. How about people in Oshobo? How about people in Iragbiji? Not also of a place. But the place when the government of if the government of Osun State says that, okay, like now we are going to put price control in the system. You cannot put price control when you don't even participate in the production. The government must be able to partner with
roundtable.
Exactly. Okay. Must get to the farmers and make sure that, okay, I should know how much do I spend to make a kg of maize, dried maize. How much do I spend? How much the chemical, the preparation of land, the
how do we support you?
Why do you support? Then when those things are in place, and I can now say, okay, the maize that will come out to the market will cost maximum of 2 naira. So nobody should sell more above 2 naira, between 2 naira and 2 naira 50 kobo. Then you are making something, because the farmer that make it 2 naira and sell at 2 naira 50 kobo, we still have some little thing. He can still go back to the farm because he's not losing. Then the woman that we buy cannot buy some, if the generality has agreed that the price is within this range, cannot go there and sell at 500 naira. What you will put can be regulated now. But if you just say we are going to regulate, it is not a thing that we should be participatory. That is from grassroots to the market. Okay. The man, we have to know how you produce, what is, because when we are talking about clustering now, we are talking about government preparing the land for us, the farmers. We will clear the place, prepare it, make it available, and then they can use tractor and other equipment to produce, and they produce more. And the more you produce, like in economics now, the more the less the price. It's supposed to be now. That is what you are asking me now. Why is the price going up now? A woman spoke there. I'm not sure she goes to. I'm not sure if she's a farmer or what. She said many things, like to this rainy season, road to the farms are impassable. How do you get the produce to the market? The vehicle will tell you they cannot go, because some vehicle will go there and get sunk and will not be able to come out until September when the dry, or maybe late in the.
And the perishable ones are gone already.
And they are gone already. And the Okada man that will carry you with, how much will Okada man carry on the produce that is there? And you go to the farm, you see a lot of produce getting waste. The post-harvest waste of this produce are much, because of a lot of factors that is affecting making produce to get to the market. And then, like somebody also said, the people, as in Chacha here, I was told, I was told that the farmers complain to me as the chairman that when they bring their produce to that place, they cannot dictate the price. The people will tell them this is how much you are.
In fact, I've experienced it in the market. So there's a young man, he brought tomato. I'm sure he's a farmer. He brought it to the market.
Yes.
And those women were telling him that thing is too cheap. He cannot sell it for that price.
You can imagine the man who brought it has put all the cost in it and he want to sell it. He already is making profit, but the people there will tell him you cannot sell at this price because you are spending market for them. That is unquote. And this is the complaint to me. And these are the things I cannot. What portfolio that have I to go to the market to stop that? The government should put a policy that will be able to assist the farmers to sell their produce to the people who will. In fact, we try as Osaka. We try to create a farmers market in Ondo Road here. We are trying to create a farmers market. We hope that if our farmers take their produce there, but
it's going to work.
It will be okay. So these are the things we are looking forward to do in the future.
All right. So how soon is the farmers market? Because I'm already excited. Every state have. I'm sure there's farmer markets in Lagos. There is in Abuja. So if you create, how soon are we expecting that?
The farmers market in Lagos. Do you ask how it comes about? Because when the farmers mooted the idea, the government supported it and prepared the place and make it feasible, and they make the advocacy for the people to go to the place. Because how much advertisement can I do? I'm a farmer. How much do I make? We are talking about. We have not talked about the security of the land. Many of us that ran away from the farm, that now farming within their backyard. People are no more. They cannot go to the farm because of the insecurity. Plenty of these problems is abound. But we are assuring our people as Osaka that we will try as much as possible to make our people to go back to the farm, no matter the decision. We will go there, it's our land, and we will farm, we will make sure that our people don't go hungry.
Okay, so you've talked about the challenges. Now let's talk about the possible solution. You know, you are here and so many people are hearing what you are saying.
Yes.
I want to know, how can we prefer a solution to all these challenges?
The solution is very simple, Sama. Now, our people are ready to farm. That is one solution. That people are ready to go back to the farm. That is a very good one, because our people ran away from the farm years back and they were scared of going back. But we have the advocacy is going and people are imbibing in it and they are getting more encouragement to go back to land. That is good. Number two is that the government must make sure that the security is adequate for these people. They will go there and farm. Two, there must be this preparation of land. Provision, adequate. So the land in Ondo State now is becoming scarce. People want to farm, we don't have land again. So there must be a land bank whereby the government can say, okay, I have, because when you have the land bank, you can now tell people, okay, go to this place and farm. The only thing I don't want them to, the association is crying about is that don't say this land belongs to community Ojo or community Ajay or this one is good, because people want to go into even livestock breeding, and you cannot say Akure community, come and take land in this place for your ranching. No, it should be those people. If individual that wants to do ranching should come. Company or cooperative society that want to do ranching should come and they will apply, but don't give it to community. Don't say Hausa community, Igbo community, Ilaje community, come and take land here for your district. No, because at the end of the day, it breeds a lot of communal clashes, and we don't. I believe that from the experience of what we are having in Middle Belt now, I think Ondo State should learn from it and do not give land to community. Don't say because these people are the one that are expert, come and give them land here to do. No, let everybody apply and then let give them land. So that is number two. Number three is that the farmers already wants to cluster. The government should try as much. We have more than 7 dams in Ondo State. Let them prepare the place. Let them clear it. Make it. The one dam can be used for vegetable. Another dam used for cassava. This other dam used for But everybody must apply and giving land that he could be able to manage to farm. Not that we are giving it. Akoko people should come and take this place, or Karamu people should come. No, it should be that everybody who is.
They should even be under a body that can control them.
Exactly. Like that is what we are saying now. The association will be ready to make sure that our people are being registered and being monitored, and they'll be able to return to the government as it's supposed to be. And this one, monitoring of the government, like government is not making, Ondo State is not making money from agriculture. It is right time for Ondo State to participate fully in agricultural process, whereby they can be able to even earn revenue. Yes. Because only cocoa they are living, everybody is now cocoa. Why? How about palm oil? How about palm kernel? How about the maize that is flying from here? How about the tomato that people are producing? What are we doing to make sure that we harness all these things and Ondo State can make money from it? Like we are saying, Ondo State is an agrarian state, and it can generate more than enough fund from agriculture.
Even if it's just cassava.
My dear sister, this is what we are saying. The government must participate in agriculture. Participation does not mean that it's going to own a land and say, I'm planting this is Ondo State farm. No, participation. Use the people that know how to do it. Let them go and do it. Support them with just little things. The little equipment, agrochemicals and fertilizer and all that. They will do it, and by the time they are bringing out their produce, definitely the price must come down, because all of us would like to go to the farm. I'm planting now. I know what I'm bringing out. The lady spoke there. Pepper today. You go to my farm now, you see vehicle coming to pick pepper.
It's even spoiling in some farms.
You understand? Because the road is bad. These are the things. So we are begging. These are the three legs. Okay. That is the legs that is required for us to do agriculture, that will make agriculture to thrive in the state. That is, make agriculture a viable venture. That is, the government is making money, the farmers is making money. Make it secure, make it a great enabling environment, and give the input, assist them to prepare the land and other things like that. These people, then the one that belongs to us is encouragement of the farmer. Are the farmers ready to go there? Once those are done by us, you put the other two legs, you will find out that the whole thing will be, Ondo State will be noted for great agricultural prospect in Nigeria.
All right, thank you, sir. So we have a lot of graduates out there, they want to venture into farming. Lots of women are ready, but I'm sure they don't know how to go about it. So I want you to give them your words, advise them, encourage them on how to start and how to retain this business when they start.
Have you seen a chicken that hatched today and start flying? A fresh graduate from the university wants to go into farm and want to be like me, who has been there 30 years. It's not, you understand? We normally start gradually. But when we look at it, it's the same policy of the government. If you want to help the young graduates or the women to farm, it's very simple. You left school. I like to farm. Don't go to your father's backyard and say you are farming, because what will you make out of it? The government should have a policy whereby everybody that is, if we have this clustering land and everything, a graduate, you can say, okay, bring your certificate here. You don't have money. We will give you this loan. We give you this equipment. We give you this input. Go and do this thing. By the time you finish it, we buy from you. You understand? The man has already made market. As soon as it's finished, the maize is now ready. He just carry it to the office. They buy it, they just wait, pay him, he goes back again and he start planting. After 3, 4, 5 years, that man will come out as a big farmer, because he will be making enough money. But when he leaves and he said, come and go to your father's farm that is in something. The father's land, how much? How much can he do? Where will he get the money to hire the laborer? Where do you get the money to hire the tractors and to buy the chemicals, to buy the fertilizer, to prepare the land that's supposed to be? By that, you see a lot of quacks going about planting, and they will not get result from their farm because they don't put the best practices that is required, and because they cannot afford it. Not that they don't know, but they cannot afford it. But if these people are given the enabling power, and then there is ready-made market, you will see that the whole thing will just be, it's like a circle. It will just be going like that. And the people, you will see agriculture thriving for everybody, both youth, women, and the investors.
Okay, thank you, sir. So what's your parting word for those watching?
I would like to let everybody know that today everybody is an agriculturalist. Please go and farm in your backyard. Farm, plant pepper, plant cucumber, plant tomato, plant okra. It is good for you. Not everything you go to the market to buy. If you go, all of us that are going to overseas, you see all these elderly people, all their backyard, they grow their tomato, they go all their pepper, they still go to market to buy the fruit because they cannot plant all of them in there. They still go and buy other things. But many of them have little farming in there. I went to my friend yesterday I saw his compound. He has a lot of ponds, around it. Instead of collecting, he put ponds around his farm, and I'm sure he's making money out of it, living with it. These are the things that we encourage our people to do. Don't let us just building houses everywhere, occupying the land and cement everywhere, whereas you can just plant one or two things and they still can give you livelihood at the end of the day. I will encourage everybody to go to farm. Our Yoruba, Baba Ulo at that time told us, Ishiagbe is our land, is our farm. If you go to school and you cannot farm, it's like you are not working, because the only work that we know is farming. And God will bless Nigeria.
Amen. So Lisa, forget anybody that wants to join your association, how do they join?
It's very simple. We don't need, we say commodity association. What are you into? What is your major planting? You say you are planting tomato. There is tomato association. You come, we will introduce you to the tomato association. You register with them and you be part of them, so that they are training, they are everything. You'll be able to partake in it. Because if I say join Osaka, if you join association and you don't know where you are going to, no, we put everybody according to their commodity. And then the training, for, like I told you 4 days ago or 3 days ago, we have training for maize planters, for dry season maize. So we train our people according to their commodity association, and everybody is working.
All right, Chief Abiodun Adejo,
yes.
It's a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for enlightening us, and I'm sure so many people out there have been able, to take one or two things from what you've been saying. All right, the program has been Dynamic Diet, and that was our weekly mirror segment. We're looking at cost of farm products and the challenges faced by, farmers. Well, you've been able to learn one or two things. Make use of this opportunity. Farm. The Northerners they're already utilizing these opportunities. They're already into irrigation farming. You see that in the rainy season, they go back to where they come from. They go to farm and come back to do what they do, So let's not rely on them to import food into our cities. This is an agrarian community. Make use of the good weather and the good soil so that we will not go hungry, and so you'll be able to make something. Well, this is my take home. And up next is our entertainment segment by Adeni Adejigbe. Enjoy.
Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, to know a